What if, starting today, you could never see your own face again? No mirrors, no cameras, no photos. The world stays exactly the same, but you would simply never know what you look like. Sounds harmless, right? Here's the first thing that's going to mess with you. There's an actual study proving you already don't know what your own face looks like, even with a mirror every single day. We all assume we know what our own face looks like. But here's something uncomfortable. You don't. You remember it, but you don't actually know it. Back in 1977, researchers ran a simple test. They showed people two photos of themselves, a normal one and a mirror-flipped one, then asked, which one is you? Most people picked the flipped version, the wrong one. Turns out the normal photo is the true image, the one everyone else has been seeing all along. But it doesn't match the mirrored version you've spent your entire life staring at in the bathroom. In other words, the face you think of as yours isn't even the face the world actually sees. And that's just the beginning. Now picture this going on for days, weeks, months, zero reflections. You wake up, fix your hair, but how do you actually know it looks good? You think you know. You don't. And there's a reason this only gets worse. Researchers found that when people are shown several versions of their own face, some slightly more attractive than reality, people tend to identify the better-looking version as themselves, genuinely believe it's them. Your brain is already warping your image, even with a mirror in front of you every day. Now take the mirror away. That distortion doesn't stop growing. It just loses the one thing that was ever correcting it. The picture you have of yourself turns into something invented. Or worse, something a little too flattering to be true. And then the first real problem shows up. You don't know how other people actually see you anymore. You smile, but is it a good smile? You're talking to someone, but is your face saying what you actually feel? You just lose control of it. And the strangest part is nobody else notices this happening. Only you. So you start relying on other people. Does my hair look okay? Do I look tired? Have I changed a lot? Sit with that for a second. Your appearance starts getting defined by other people, not by you. If someone says you look rough, that becomes true. If someone says you look good, you just believe it. Your identity starts coming from the outside in. And here's where it gets genuinely unsettling. Without ever seeing your own face, you start disconnecting from who you are. Because your face is the main way you recognize yourself in the first place. And there's a strange piece of research that backs this up. Scientists had people stare at their own reflection for just 10 minutes straight in dim lighting. The result? Most of them started seeing their own face distort, morphing into strangers, into dead relatives, even into animals. Meaning your brain loses its grip on your own face fast, even with a mirror. Now imagine years without one. Without that, what's left? A voice, thoughts, memories, but the physical you starts fading out. And the scariest part? You start forgetting the details. Your eyes, your smile, your expressions, all of it slowly gets blurry. Now, stretch this out over years. You get older, but you never see it happen. No wrinkles showing up, no visible changes. Time turns into something abstract. You might feel exactly the same, even though you're not anymore. Or worse, you might be a completely different person by now and never even know it. And in the end, there's one uncomfortable question left. If you can't see who you are, then who you think you are, is that really you? Or just a version you built inside your own head? Because maybe you've never actually known yourself at all. You only recognize yourself when you look in a mirror. And like you just found out, even that isn't fully trustworthy. If this video messed with your head a little, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Hit like if you're never looking in a mirror the same way again, subscribe if you want more videos like this one, and drop a comment. Would you actually want to go a whole year without ever seeing your own face? New video every week. See you in the next one.